When God chooses you, these strange things will start happening. Have you ever sat back and truly wondered, why is my life like this? Why do I feel so different from everyone else? You do your best to blend in, but somehow you always stand out. You try to fit into circles, but you're always on the edge. Even in rooms full of laughter, you carry a quiet ache. You're smiling, but there's a storm inside. You're surrounded, but somehow you still feel unseen. And just when it seems like life is settling, something shifts again. People walk away without warning. Opportunities you were sure about suddenly vanish. Doors that seemed open slam shut in your face. And in the silence, in the confusion, in the stillness of being alone, you ask yourself, what is going on with my life? Let me tell you something that might just unlock the mystery. When God chooses you, strange things will start to happen. Not strange as in chaotic, not strange as in cursed, but strange as in supernatural, strange as in sacred. Because what's happening to you isn't punishment, it's preparation. It's not because you're broken, it's because you're being built. Let's talk about Moses, born to die, yet hidden in a basket, rescued by Pharaoh's daughter, yet raised as a stranger in a royal palace. He had wealth, education, prestige, yet deep in his spirit, he was unsettled, because when you're chosen, even comfort becomes uncomfortable. He saw injustice and acted out of timing. He killed a man and ran into the wilderness, ran into isolation, ran into obscurity. But what looked like failure was God's setup, because in the wilderness God met him, not in a church, not in a throne room, not through a prophet, but in a bush, a burning bush, a fire that burned but didn't consume. Now that's strange, but hear me clearly. When you're chosen, God will speak in strange places. He won't always meet you in the temple. He'll speak in the middle of your dry season. He'll whisper in the middle of your depression. He'll call you in the middle of your wilderness. God doesn't need everything to be perfect to speak. Sometimes he'll use the very thing that broke you to build you. Sometimes his voice will echo through the pain you tried to hide. Here's the truth. They don't tell you about being chosen. You'll lose people you thought were your forever. You'll be called to walk alone for a season, maybe even years. Your comfort zone will collapse because your calling won't allow you to settle. What used to excite you will suddenly feel empty. The crowd will no longer satisfy. You'll begin to crave clarity. You'll hunger for more. You'll feel a pull, a divine restlessness, like your spirit knows there's something greater calling you out of the ordinary. And that's when the strange starts. People will start treating you differently, without a reason. Old friendships will end abruptly. God will start stripping things that don't align with your next level. Doors will close that you prayed would open, and you'll feel like you're walking in the dark, with only a whisper to follow. But here's the secret. It won't make sense to others, and it may not even make sense to you. Because this journey isn't designed for logic, it's designed for faith. Why does everything feel heavy? Why are you crying in rooms where you used to laugh? Why does it feel like no one sees your sacrifice? Because your life is not ordinary. Your life is divinely marked. The oil in your life attracts warfare. The favor on your life draws jealousy. The calling on your life requires separation. God is pruning you, and pruning feels like punishment until the fruit shows. He's refining you like gold in the fire, and fire burns, but it also purifies. So don't run from the strange. Don't reject the silence. Don't despise the solitude. You weren't chosen for comfort. You were chosen for a purpose. You weren't rejected. You were redirected. You weren't abandoned. You were hidden. not because God forgot you, but because the stage wasn't ready yet. And now I want to speak to the weary, the misunderstood, the chosen one watching this. If you've been asking, why does my life feel so different? If you've been feeling lonely, isolated, uncomfortable, stretched beyond your limit, you are not broken. You are chosen. God is positioning you. God is shifting you. God is preparing you for something that no eye has seen, no ear has heard, and no heart has imagined. You may not understand the season you're in, but you can trust the one who holds the seasons. Let them talk. Let them walk. Let it feel strange. Because when God chooses you, your path will never look normal. It will be uncomfortable. It will be unpredictable. It will be unmistakably divine. So today I encourage you, take a deep breath, lift your hands and say, Lord, I receive the strange as part of my calling, because strange is the evidence that God is at work. Strange is the sign that destiny is near. Strange is the pathway to purpose. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are chosen.